Hey everybody, it's me Mitsuhide, welcome back. I just wanted to talk about another article I had read while I'm playing some Doom. This is actually fitting because it's about the Polygon gameplay and how the player on Polygon was terrible at the game. And I thought this was over as far as like the debate between if it's cool that they do reviews even though they sucked at the game or whatever. I figured we all came to an understanding that you should be decent at the game in order to conduct a review on it. But apparently not. I actually just saw this article. Like always, I'll link it in the description so you can read it yourself. But basically it says that reviewers should actually suck at gaming. And it gives reasons, for it. And I thought that I thought that shit was crazy. But I'll admit that some of it, there was a small part of it that actually did make some sense. So I kind of wanted to get into that because I still stand by the fact that you should be, you should have an idea of what you're doing in the game if you're going to review it. But I can kind of see both sides now after reading this article. So, what the argument was that the reason why... Oh my god. Alright, yeah, this is fitting, so I'm about to do this while sucking at a game, so this is perfect. But I got this shit on Nightmare. I only play on Nightmare. But the reason why they were saying that perhaps people should suck at games that review games is because just about everybody sucks at games. Which sounds crazy because I don't think it's like a majority that, the majority of people don't suck at games. I don't think they're not pros, but the majority of people don't suck. But where they got the data from is they were basically saying that, in multiplayer games, like, there's always, they were talking about KD on, multiplayer games like Call of Duty and stuff. And, I get it, like, there are more people with low KDs than there are people with high KDs. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that person sucks at video games. Like me, I get my ass handed to me if I play a shooter online. Like, it's just not, I don't know, I'm not competitive enough. I don't really want to get good at it. So, but I don't suck at video games. Like, I'm one of the few people who actually play Doom 4, this Doom right here, on Nightmare mode and stream it. I mean, do I take L's while doing it? Yeah, of course. I mean, I play Dark Souls too. I don't suck at video games, but I suck at multiplayer. So it's not your average gamer. It's not... Basically, they were saying by having the person suck, they represent more of the gaming community. And the only point that was valid was the fact that, people who are just the greatest at video games are the minority, but that's true with anything. Like, everybody can't be the greatest. That's like a very small group that can call themselves the greatest at something. And I'm just going to give my argument on why a person should at least be alright at video games if they're going to review it. And it comes down to this, like, if someone's actually looking at a review to determine whether or not they should grab a game, I'm going to die again. These motherfuckers are relentless. But if someone's actually looking at a review to determine whether or not they should actually play a game, then one thing that comes into play is the difficulty. Like, is this game going to be too hard for me to play or not? And if you have the greatest gamer of all time playing the game, and they play the game and they put it on, like, let's say we'll use this Doom for example. Like, let's say somebody's the shit at Doom, right? I just got blown the fuck up. Somebody's the shit at Doom, and they play on Nightmare difficulty as if it were, someone playing on Hurt Me Plenty or something. Then they'll be like, yeah, this game's too easy. And then, so, your average gamer, your guy who's just alright at games, he plays his games, he can finish them, but he's not on pro level, he's not the best, the best of the best. Then he's gonna pick up the game, get his ass handed to him, you know, and be upset. It'll be like he's gonna either return the game or, you know, what have you. It's just his perception's gonna be off. It kind of fucks things up. And it's the same thing if the person sucks. Like if they are garbage at the game, and they you know, go in there and they're like, yeah, the game's too fucking hard. You know, don't buy this shit. Then your average gamer or whatever is gonna be like, damn, that dude's pro, and he said the game's too fucking hard. I'm not fucking with that game. And then it hurts the game sales, you know? So my opinion on it is that you should be, you know, alright at games, or at least have an understanding of the game, or what have you. You know, if you're gonna do a review on it. And I think that's what they all agreed on. But the problem, I think the whole thing with this, and the problem with it, is the way we approach a situation. Like, I think we as a community could have handled that Polygon thing a bit better as far as our criticism towards it. And that's really what the problem is. Like, I'm going to play devil's advocate again. I think the reason why there's all this white knighting for it and people are up in arms, it's just the way we approach things. Like, as gamers, like, you look at that Polygon video and the guy was terrible. Like, the incorrect response is the response we, you know, the community did, where they went up to us like, dude, you fucking suck. Get good. What are you doing? Go kill yourself. You know, that type of shit. The type of shit that the community is known for. And I think they were, what is a more adult, you know, intelligent, polite way of conveying that message. You know, like, maybe we could have got on there and said, hey, I have reason to believe that, you know, or just simply ask, hey, is this going to be the same person reviewing the game? Because I think the review may suffer, you know, if someone that doesn't have more skills plays the game, or just some shit like that. All I'm saying is we didn't have to be rude about the shit. And that's a problem I have with our community as a whole, is that I don't know what the fuck happened. It's like, but it's like they have no social skills whatsoever. Like I said, I don't mind talking shit. Talking shit is cool, especially in fighting games, but it's the way it's done. Like, there's a time and place for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, there's a difference between, you know, talking shit and being competitive and just being disrespectful. And we are, as a whole, are largely disrespectful, and until we create, you know, correct that, then no one's gonna fucking take us seriously. And that's how, one of the things that the article was talking about, how, you know, like, our attitude, our get good attitude, causes us not to be taken seriously. And that wording is off, because I don't think the idea of get good is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it actually feels good to get your ass kicked. Like, right now, I'm getting my ass handed to me on this. And eventually, I'll figure this shit out and beat it. You know, eventually, I would have gotten good, quote unquote. And that would feel good. So it's encouraging to hear that. Like, come on, man, get good. But what they were actually talking toward, or talking about, even though they used the phrase get good wrong, it's just the sheer utter, like, ignorance and rudeness and, like, you know, that we do when it comes to this shit. Like, we just need to find a better way to communicate, man. Like, because there's some things that article says that I agree with, especially when in terms of, like, you know, the divide that we wedge between ourselves and other people and all that when it comes to gaming. Like, because the way, if you read those comments, or just read the way we approach that terrible gameplay, the gameplay was horrible, man, but, like, the way we approached it, it was really put-offing, you know what I'm saying? And so someone could easily have that idea that we're unwelcoming to other people, that we don't want the industry to grow. Now, honestly, it does look like that if you look at those comments. And that's the main thing of the article I had to agree with. The rest of it was just total bullshit, but, I mean, you guys can read it and check it out. There were some good points in there. Mainly the point about how we communicate in the community. So I'll drop that in the description for you guys to see. I'm going to go ahead and get off this so I can concentrate on playing this classic map, because it's kicking my ass for some reason. But I am gonna, like, as you can see, I managed to actually put Fallout down and Dark Souls. I left those alone, so I got Doom in the system. I'm leave that shit in there. Uh, Tonight I'm gonna go ahead and start back the live stream. So if y'all wanna come out and see the struggle of me trying to beat this game on Nightmare, then yeah, just come out later on tonight. Just subscribe so you get so you get a message on when I go live, or you can follow me on Twitter as well. Because I'm bound and determined to beat this shit on Nightmare difficulty. It's actually my first playthrough of the game, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna put it on the hardest difficulty. Most playthroughs I see were on ultra violence or something lower, which I think is crazy. The game definitely should be played at the least on ultra violence. But I mean, I tried it out when I first got the game, and that shit, even that was too easy. It's crazy because like Nightmare almost appears to be too hard, but it's doable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best at video games, and I got where I'm at. Nightmare, if you check out the past live streams, you can see, I got where I'm at playing on that. So it's not impossible. It's just you have to be willing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. I'm gonna fuck around with these classic maps some more, and then like I said, feel free to come back for the live stream tonight. I'd like to thank y'all again for watching. You have a good one.